Hello everyone. In this lecture we'll see a conformal transform, that is transformation of omega is equal to z plus a square upon z. Solution or proof. So consider, the given transformation is, consider omega is equal to z plus a square upon z. See, remember, the same results will hold good for omega is equal to z plus 1 upon z also. Same result. So in place of a, so we have here 1. So 1 square is 1. So that's why the same results, if comes 1 upon z, the same you have to follow here. So now, to simplify this, so we'll consider, we know that omega is nothing but u plus iv, and z will substitute here for the simple simplification r into e raised to I theta. So w as u plus iv and z as r into e raised to I theta. So therefore the above expression becomes, so therefore omega is equal to z plus a square upon z, which will become, on replacing omega as well as z value here, so it will become u plus iv is equal to, z will be replaced by r e raised to I theta plus a square divided by r into e raised to I theta. So right hand side on simplification, r e raised to I theta plus a square divided by r. This e raised to I theta I will take in the numerator, it will become e raised to minus I theta. Now as we know that e raised to I theta, e raised to minus I theta, we can apply a complex number, that is r. So e raised to I theta is nothing but cos theta plus I times sin theta plus this a square upon r, this part a square upon r will keep as it is. Then e raised to minus I theta can be written as cos theta, because of minus I theta it will become minus I times sin of theta. Now we'll open the bracket, r cos theta, then I times r sin theta, plus multiply a square upon r to this bracket, so it will become a square upon r cos theta, plus into minus is minus, I times a square upon r into sin theta. Now, so our aim is to, in the beginning part, we have to get a real and imaginary part from this. So from the right hand side, we'll arrange for real part one side and imaginary part. So real parts are r cos theta, then a square upon r cos theta. So among this you can observe, among these two, if you observe, cos theta is common, so I can write it as r plus a square upon r of cos theta. Similarly, from these two terms, so we can observe here I is common, as I is common and sin theta is common, so therefore plus I times r minus a square upon r of sin theta. So we have separated as well as we have taken the common. So left hand side we have out here already u plus iv. So real part with this real part we have to compare, imaginary part. So on equating real and imaginary part, so there we get u is equal to r plus a square upon r of cos theta, so this is u, and v is nothing but what here, r minus a square upon r of sin theta. So we got real and imaginary, that is u and v now. So for both u and v will call as 1. So now, so our aim is to eliminate this r and theta from the above equation 1. So we'll take that one. So now shall eliminate r and theta separately from 1. So we'll see one by one. To eliminate theta, equation 1 can be written as means u and v can be written as, because our aim is to eliminate theta, so we'll keep the theta term right side and remaining all will shift to the left hand side. So therefore u will become u divided by r plus a square upon r is equal to cos theta, and v will become what here, keeping theta on other side, remaining all to the left hand side. So v divided by r minus a square upon r is equal to sin theta. So these two are nothing but to eliminate theta we have made arrangement. So from this we can easily eliminate the theta now. So to eliminate this theta, so we'll go for what here, squaring this first, then adding. So what happens we'll see. So after squaring, so what happens here, u square then divided by this bracket square is equal to cos square theta, and if you square this v square and this complete bracket square, then we'll get what, right hand side will get sin square. So we'll square then add, we obtain here. So squaring and adding, we get u square divided by r square plus a square upon r whole square, left hand side of u, and v square divided by r minus a square upon r of whole square, right hand side will be cos square theta plus sin square theta. So as we know that cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1, so therefore the above expression will become u square divided by r plus a square upon r of whole square plus v square divided by r minus a square divided by r whole square is equal to 1. So this expression you can observe here, it is free from theta. So I will give equation number 2 for this. Now, but you can observe here, so this expression is represent ellipse now to eliminate r, from 1, this is again important, means see that r terms supposed to be one side and remaining all supposed to be left hand side. So it will become u upon cos theta is equal to r plus a square upon r, and for v it will be v upon sin theta is equal to r minus a square upon r. So for this also squaring and subtracting, means taking the difference. So first we have to square. If you square, u square upon cos square is equal to bracket square, and here v square upon sin square is equal to this bracket square. First left hand side will square and subtract it, it will become u square divided by cos square theta minus v square divided by sin square theta is equal to So squaring of this, r plus a square upon r whole square minus r minus a square upon r whole square, or u square upon cos square theta minus v square upon sin square theta is equal to, we have to apply a plus b whole square formula. It will become r square plus, if you square this one, so a raised to 4 upon r square plus 2ab, 2 times r into a square upon r, minus, I will put a bracket, apply a minus b whole square formula, r square plus a raised to 4 upon r square minus 2r into a square upon r. So here this r cancels, this r cancels. So on simplification, open the bracket, r square plus a raised to 4 upon r square plus 2a square left here, open the bracket with sign, minus r square minus a raised to 4 upon r square minus minus is plus 2a square. So here r square minus r square cancel, a raised to 4 upon r square and minus a raised to 4 upon r square cancel. So left part is 2a square plus 2a square, so it will become 4a square. So therefore u square divided by cos square theta minus v square divided by sin square theta is equal to 4a square. So this is one more term where we want to eliminate the r, so we have eliminated, and this expression I will say as 3, and you can observe here, because of this minus, this will represent an hyperbola, which represent hyperbola. So here we will not say this one as equation 3 as well as hyperbola. So 4a square will shift to the left hand side. So it will become u square divided by, if you multiply, so it will become 4a square cos square theta minus v square divided by 4a square of sin square theta equal to 1 we are going to left here. So therefore, or we can rewrite this one as u square divided by 2a cos theta whole square minus v square divided by 2a sin theta whole square equal to 1. So this expression is nothing but, will give as 3, and which represent hyperbola. So now we got equation 2 and 3. So let's see the mapping here. So already we know that since z is equal to r into e raised to I theta, then mod z will become r and amplitude of z will be theta. So therefore mod of z, which is r, implies it is nothing but square root of x square plus y square is equal to r, or this on squaring both sides will get x square plus y square is equal to r square. So this all basic information we know. So this represent what here, a circle, with radius and center origin and radius r here in the z plane when r is a constant. So therefore amplitude of z, which is nothing but theta, which implies tan inverse of y upon x, it is theta. So which implies I can say that y upon x is equal to tan of theta. So these all expression we have seen earlier, so which represent a straight line. This y is equal to tan theta will represent what here? Straight line. This represent a straight line. Straight line in the z plane. In the z plane when theta is a constant. Theta is a constant. So now this all what we have seen, it is for z plane. So now we shall discuss the image in omega plane, that is w plane, corresponding to r is constant, which is a circle. Okay, so this r is a constant here, so which is a circle, and theta is a constant, which is nothing but a straight line. So circle is converting to what, and theta, that is a straight line, is converting to what in w plane, that is that omega plane. Let's see here now. So case number 1, let r is equal to constant. So r is equal to constant, so we have this expression in terms of equation number 2. So therefore equation 2 becomes, which is already a parabola, so equation 2 becomes, if you put r constant, so at that time it will become u square upon a square, capital A square, plus v square divided by capital B square is equal to 1, where I will say what is capital A. So capital A is r plus a square upon r, and capital B I am substituting what here, r minus a square upon r. So here I can say that, sorry, so this is a ellipse here, not parabola. So this expression u square upon a square plus v square upon b square is equal to 1 represent, this represent an ellipse. This represent ellipse in the omega plane with foci plus or minus square root of capital A square minus capital B square comma 0, which is nothing but plus or minus 2a comma 0. Since square root of, so how we got here, since square root of a square minus b square, which is nothing but square root of a square means this a value and b, so if you square it, so on simplification r plus a square upon r whole square minus r minus a square upon r whole square. So if you simplify under the root, the simplification, so we are going to left square root of 4a square. Already we have done this calculation above, so which is nothing but square root of 4a square is nothing but plus or minus, actually plus or minus 2a will get. So this work I had written here directly. So hence we conclude that the circle It is mod z is equal to r, which is nothing but a constant, in z plane, maps onto an ellipse. Maps onto an ellipse in the omega plane with foci plus or minus 2a comma 0. Okay, so hence we conclude that what here, mod z, we have taken r is equal to constant, so in z plane maps and what here, ellipse in w plane. So circle is mapping to what here, ellipse. So let's see the case number 2. So here let theta is equal to constant, theta is equal to constant. So equation 3 becomes u square upon capital A square minus v square divided by capital B square is equal to 1, where capital A is nothing but 2a cos theta and capital B is nothing but 2a sin theta. So therefore, so on rearrangement, so this expression is nothing but an hyperbola. So this represent a hyperbola in the w plane or omega plane with foci, that is plus or minus square root of a square minus b square comma 0, which is nothing but plus or minus 2a comma 0. Now, so we'll see, as we know that, so here we can conclude that, hence we conclude that the straight line, because theta, that is tan y by x is equal to tan theta, is a straight line. So therefore I can say that the straight line passing through the origin in the z plane, maps onto a hyperbola in the omega plane with foci plus or minus 2a comma 0. So just I will take a rough diagram for this. X and y axis. So circle, what we got is a circle which is nothing but we have taken as x square plus y square is equal to r square. This is a z plane. This is u and v. This is omega plane. The circle is converting to what here? Ellipse. So with this is nothing but a point 2a comma 0, and this is a point I am taking as minus 2a comma 0. Next, a straight line passing through the origin, that is y is equal to mx, or y by x is equal to tan theta, what we have taken, passing through the origin. So it will convert to what here? Hyperbola. these are the hyperbolas here, so we have to in. So in this way the image is going to be formed here.